If you've been told that arthritis means the end of exercise, I need you to hear this. Strengthening your glutes while sitting might be the single most powerful thing you can do to reduce your pain and get your life back. Yes, sitting. And yes, even with severe arthritis. The truth is, weak glutes force your knees, hips, and lower back to compensate for every single step you take, creating a vicious cycle of pain that keeps getting worse. But what if I told you that 7 simple movements, done from the safety of a chair, could start reversing that cycle in as little as 2 weeks? In the next 15 minutes, you're going to learn the exact chair-based glute exercises that have helped thousands of seniors with arthritis reclaim their mobility without fear, without standing, and without making their pain worse. Just like Barbara, 71, who went from barely being able to get off the toilet to walking her granddaughter down the aisle. Stay with me,
It's so refreshing.
because what you're about to discover
alive.
changes everything.
I know.
Let me paint a picture
walk.
that might feel uncomfortably familiar. You wake up in the morning, and before you even swing your legs out of bed, you're already bracing yourself. Because you know what's coming. That stiffness in your hips, the grinding sensation in your knees, the question that runs through your mind: how bad will it be today? You make your way to the bathroom, holding onto furniture, moving slowly because you've learned the hard way that sudden movements bring sharp, breath-stealing pain. Getting on and off the toilet has become an ordeal you dread. You avoid going out because you're terrified of public restrooms with their low seats. Your world is shrinking, one painful step at a time. And here's the cruelest part. You know you should exercise. Your doctor says it, the articles say it, everyone says it, but the very thought fills you with fear. What if you make it worse? What if you fall? What if the pain becomes unbearable? So you do less, you move less, you live less, and the arthritis tightens its grip. Let me tell you about Dorothy. She's 73, from Minnesota, and when I first heard her story, it broke my heart. Dorothy had been an active woman her whole life, gardening, volunteering at her church, playing with her great-grandchildren. But osteoarthritis in her hips and knees had stolen all of that. She told me that the worst moment came when her 5-year-old great-grandson asked her to play tag, and she had to say no. She watched from the porch while he played alone, and she cried. She felt like arthritis had turned her into a prisoner in her own body. She was afraid to exercise because every time she tried, the pain got worse. She felt stuck, hopeless, and absolutely terrified that this was just how life would be from now on. Maybe you're nodding right now because you understand exactly how Dorothy felt. The fear of falling. The frustration of not being able to do simple things like climb into the car, carry groceries, or even stand up from a chair without grimacing. The embarrassment of needing help with things you used to do without thinking. The isolation that comes when pain keeps you home. And underneath it all, that gnawing fear. Is this it? Is this as good as it gets? And in just a moment, I'll show you exactly why most people never fix this, and why it has nothing to do with the arthritis itself. But first, you need to understand something critical. Your glutes, those large muscles in your buttocks, are supposed to be the powerhouse of your lower body. They're designed to stabilize your pelvis, support your hips, and take the load off your knees and lower back. But here's what happens with arthritis. Pain makes you move less. Moving less makes your glutes weaken. Weak glutes mean your joints have to work harder. Joints working harder means more pain. More pain means you move even less. It's a downward spiral, and every day it gets harder to escape. Now here's what most people get completely wrong about arthritis and exercise. They think pain means damage. They believe that if something hurts, they must be making their condition worse. So they stop moving entirely. But medical research shows us the opposite is true. Gentle, controlled movement actually reduces arthritis pain by lubricating the joints, reducing inflammation, and strengthening the supporting muscles. The problem isn't movement itself. The problem is the wrong kind of movement. Another myth: you need to stand, squat, or do complex exercises to strengthen your glutes. Absolutely false. Your glute muscles don't know whether you're standing or sitting. They only know tension and contraction. You can build significant strength while staying completely supported in a chair, which means zero risk of falling and complete control over your range of motion. Here's the surprising truth that changes everything. Seated glute exercises are often more effective for seniors with arthritis than standing exercises because you can isolate the muscles without compensating with painful joints. You can work the exact muscles that need strengthening while keeping pressure off the areas that hurt. It's not about doing less, it's about doing smarter. So let's talk about what actually works. I'm going to walk you through the 7 most effective chair-based glute exercises specifically designed for seniors with arthritis. These exercises focus on 3 key goals: relieving pain by strengthening support muscles, improving mobility through gentle range of motion, and building confidence so you can move through your day without fear. Exercise number 1, the seated glute squeeze. This is your foundation. Sitting tall in your chair with both feet flat on the floor, you simply squeeze your glute muscles together as if you're trying to hold a coin between them. Hold for 5 seconds, release, and repeat. This exercise might seem too simple to matter, but it's teaching your brain to reconnect with muscles that have been dormant. It builds awareness and starts activating the glutes with zero joint stress. Exercise number 2, seated hip extension. While sitting, straighten one leg out in front of you, flex your foot, and lift that straight leg just a few inches off the chair. You'll feel your glute on that side working. This strengthens the glute while gently moving the hip through a safe range of motion. Start with just 5 on each side. Exercise number 3, seated leg lifts to the side. Sitting sideways in your chair with one side facing out, lift the outer leg out to the side, keeping it straight. This targets the gluteus medius, the muscle responsible for hip stability and preventing that dangerous side-to-side wobble when you walk. This single muscle is the difference between confident walking and fear of falling. Exercise number 4, seated marching. While sitting upright, lift one knee toward your chest, then lower it and lift the other. This rhythmic movement works the glutes dynamically while improving hip flexibility. The motion is gentle, controlled, and completely safe. Quick note: if you want all of this laid out for you step by step, I put together a complete guide called the Arthritis-Friendly Glute Strength Program for Seniors. Everything you need in one place. Check the pinned comment below and grab it. Exercise number 5, seated bridge pulses. Sitting at the edge of your chair, place your hands on the armrests or seat for support, and gently press your hips forward just an inch or two, squeezing your glutes at the end of the movement. This is a modified bridge that strengthens the entire posterior chain without lying on the floor. Exercise number 6, seated heel presses. With both feet flat, press your heels firmly into the ground while squeezing your glutes. Hold for 5 seconds. This isometric exercise builds strength without any joint movement at all, perfect for high-pain days. Exercise number 7, seated stand preparation. This prepares you for one of the hardest daily movements. Sitting at the edge of your chair, lean slightly forward, squeeze your glutes, and shift your weight onto your feet without fully standing. Hold for 3 seconds, then sit back. This builds the exact strength you need for getting up from chairs and toilets. Let me tell you what happened to Margaret. She's 68, lives in Florida, and she started these exercises after years of avoiding movement because of knee arthritis. Within 3 weeks, she noticed she could get out of her car without that sharp pain. Within 6 weeks, she was walking around the block. At 3 months, she called me in tears, happy tears, because she'd just played 9 holes of golf for the first time in 5 years. She didn't cure her arthritis, she built strength around it. She took back control. Now let me show you exactly how to apply this starting today. Step 1. Choose a sturdy chair with armrests if possible. A dining room chair or kitchen chair works perfectly. Your safety comes first, so make sure the chair won't slide. If you have a slippery floor, put the chair against a wall. Step 2. Start with just 2 exercises. I recommend the seated glute squeeze and seated marching. Do 10 repetitions of each once a day. I know you might be worried this is too little to matter, but here's the truth. Consistency beats intensity every single time. 2 exercises done every day will transform your strength faster than 7 exercises done once and then abandoned because they felt overwhelming. Step 3. Add 1 new exercise each week. By week 7, you'll be doing all 7 exercises, but you'll have built up gradually, allowing your body to adapt safely. This prevents soreness and builds confidence. Step 4. Listen to your body, but understand the difference between discomfort and pain. Muscle fatigue, a gentle burning sensation, even mild soreness the next day, these are normal and good. Sharp pain, joint grinding, or pain that lasts more than 2 days means you're pushing too hard. Scale back, reduce repetitions, and progress more slowly. Step 5. Pair these exercises with daily movement. After you do your chair exercises, stand up and walk around your house for 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. This teaches your newly strengthened glutes to support you during real movement. Many people worry that walking will hurt, but you'll likely find that walking right after these exercises feels better because your muscles are activated and supporting your joints. And here's what happened to Helen. She's 76, started these exercises while recovering from a hip replacement, and within 8 weeks she was strong enough to travel to see her daughter across the country, something she thought she'd never do again. So here we are. You have a choice to make right now. You can close this video, go back to your day, and hope that somehow things will get better on their own. You can keep living in fear of pain, avoiding movement, watching your world get smaller. You can keep telling yourself that arthritis has won, that this is just how aging works, that you're stuck, or you can choose differently. You can choose hope. You can choose to believe that your body still has strength waiting to be awakened. You can choose to take one small, safe step today that starts building momentum toward the life you want. A life where you can get up from a chair without bracing yourself, where you can walk to the mailbox without fear, where you can play with your grandchildren, where you can travel, volunteer, garden, live. The joint pain that's been preventing you from exercise doesn't have to win. The stiffness doesn't have to keep tightening its grip. The fear of falling doesn't have to control your choices. The daily tasks that feel impossible can become easy again. And the feeling of being limited, of being trapped in a body that won't cooperate, that can change. Everything I just shared and more is waiting for you right now in the pinned comment below. Click it. Get the complete guide. Because you deserve to move through your life with strength, confidence, and freedom, not fear and pain. Don't wait. Your glutes are ready to get stronger. Your body is ready to feel better. And you are absolutely capable of making this change. Start today. Start right now. Because the best version of your life is still ahead of you. And it begins with a single seated glute squeeze in a chair.